Are you sure you want to do this? There she is.
You want to break in and steal highly regulated equipment.
This could be our only ticket out of here.
Should be in and out in 30 minutes.
Welcome to the Romulus space station.
This place gives me the creeps. What the hell is this?
I don't know.
What the fuck was that?
Yo!
Stop playing around, man. Just get up.
I'm not playing around, there's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the
I don't know,
water?
there's just something in the fucking water.
Run.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Tower of Babel podcast. As always, I'm Julian. I'm joined by friend of the show, friend of in person, Matt Tworek.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, it's good to have more voices. In general, it's just been me, Jeremy, and Rachel for the last many years. So just to get more people on the show. Alien came out like a month ago. That being said, it's still doing really good at the box office. It is now, I think, the second or third highest ranking. I can double check this. I actually have this information in front of me. It is the second most earning. How do you say that? The second highest grossing film in the Alien franchise, just
Number
after
two.
Prometheus, which of course came out in 2012 and pre-COVID and is a whole other world back then. So that's all to say that the movie's old, technically, from a kind of like, let's talk about it fresh on the podcast type of perspective. But as I mentioned on the last episode, which you probably didn't listen to and weren't on, there's been lots of stuff going on in the Neil personal life. So things were slower for the show, but we're ramping back up. So more guests, more episodes. That's the plan. So what's the plan for today? We're going to talk about Alien Romulus. We're going to discuss the ins and outs, the good, the bad. And then we're going to talk about our favorite movies that feature aliens, which, of course, is different from our favorite Alien movies, the franchise, quote unquote. These are just any time an alien shows up in a movie, it qualifies. Though my list has an interesting caveat. We'll get to that when we get into it.
Is it strictly movies? Because I've got some TV aliens.
I think if you want to include TV, I mean, we do cover television and movies on this show, so you can do whatever floats your boat.
Done.
How are you doing, Matt? Are you good?
I'm good. Finished work, walked over with a beer, talk about aliens. That's life.
It's the only problem with today is all the smoke. I'm just sick of the smoky days that we get now, which I don't remember having as a kid, but now every summer, smoke.
Yeah, well, the world's going to shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything was fun when you were a kid. Now you grow up.
Everything was fun, even like
smoky air.
Even 5 years ago, things were pretty fun, I feel like. But, now here we are.
Breathing in that ash.
Breathing that ashy air. Okay. All right, let's get into this movie. We've got lots to cover. So I guess I'll start by just giving you a little bit of my background on Alien as a franchise. I'll ask you to do the same in a second.
Okay.
And then we'll get into it. So Alien is a franchise I didn't watch until I was about 23. It was the first time I ever saw an Alien movie. I put on the 1979 Alien and was blown away. Thought it was a great, like, I don't like horror movies as like a rule, just because I like movies because I like how they can make you feel different things. And movies are empathy machines, that whole thing. But I've never been interested in like feeling negative emotions as much as I can avoid it, right? So I just I don't like to feel fear. I don't really need that
well,
more
you
in my
don't like
life.
being uncomfortable.
As you said, the world is going to shit as it is.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of the future. I don't need to be afraid of, aliens stabbing me through the chest or whatever. So this movie, after that, I ended up going and I saw Aliens, of course, and then I think I haven't seen, in terms of all the movies in the franchise, the only one I haven't seen is Resurrection, I think, and Requiem, which we don't really count the AVP movies, but I have seen Alien 3, I've seen Alien, I've seen Aliens, Prometheus, Covenant, Romulus. I've seen the original AVP, but I've never seen Resurrection. Have you seen Resurrection?
I've watched them all. I did a massive deep dive.
Okay, perfect.
About 2 years ago.
So
I don't remember why. I just had an alien kick.
That's okay. There's no wrong answer for why you would want to watch an alien movie. Do you? I guess. Quick question right off the top. Then, which is your favorite alien movie from the franchise?
So this is now I remember why I did it. It was to determine which one I liked more, Alien or Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm an Alien guy, even though it's not James Cameron.
Yeah, I come back and forth on this. I think Alien, as the original Ridley Scott movie, is more interesting. It has more ideas.
Nice slow burn.
It
builds up to it.
Certainly scarier as a movie.
Well, there's one alien.
There's only a single alien. They call him. There's they have a silly name that they use to describe that one particular alien. It's like Big Boss or something like that they call him. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head now. But and it's funny because that one alien just messes everybody up. That same alien, oddly enough, spoilers for Alien Romulus. We'll get into that as we get into that. That same alien, although dead in this movie, did also fuck up a lot of other people.
Yeah.
On the Romulus space station or whatever. So that one is obviously pretty sick. I just think it's weird when you get a whole bunch of them. It seems like they become less powerful individually when there's 50 of them.
Well, yeah.
They're easier to kill when there's 50 of them than there is just one.
If Paxton killing them left and right, and you're like, okay.
Game over,
I can
man.
Check my phone now. This isn't as serious as I thought it was. He's wearing hockey equipment.
Excuse me, they are space marines.
They're space marines, yeah, but
they're wearing hockey equipment. They wearing hockey pads or whatever that movie says. So you think Alien's the better movie? I think you're right that it's the better movie, but I still think I enjoy Aliens more as a watch.
Yeah, because it's an automatic.
It's an action movie.
Pass.
Yeah, and it's James
Terminator,
Cameron,
man. Yeah, you can't go wrong, and it's got the line, "Put her down, you bitch." So
right,
and the mech
suit fight, the
floater suit.
It's good. I mean, they make it, and the thing is, it looks great for a movie that came out in 1980.
Well, everything felt real.
Yeah,
and then you get into all
86.
the new ones, and you're like, okay.
I thought you didn't think this one. You didn't think Romulus?
No, I like this one.
Like it looked real.
I meant so after I finished the first two, I go into 3.
3 sucks.
It's
easily the worst one.
Horrible.
It's easily the worst one.
Okay,
yeah.
It's essentially like Predator going out of Los Angeles. And
you don't like Predator 2?
No, I do, but that's where
It's so funny because they make LA
checks out, and you're like, okay.
That movie's so funny because LA in that movie is just the biggest shithole. It's
That's every movie. That's why I love LA. When you're any LA movie,
it's 10 times worse.
Give me a shithole LA. I want to see the seedy parts of it, and this Predator fits right in there.
In that version of LA in that movie, or the future version of LA in that movie, it's run by gangs, and it's essentially like a war zone.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool though. But you get alien busting through a wall and jumping from ceiling to ceiling. It's pretty cool. That stuff.
Anytime anything like that happens, it's here's Tyrannosaurus Rex running
in San
through
Francisco.
New York. You're like, this sucks.
Yeah, I guess.
I believe dinosaurs. I can buy that one, but I don't believe them walking around New York. Then I'm out somehow.
Well, it wasn't New York. It was San Francisco.
Either way, though. And then I'm out.
Okay.
I'm just okay, now this is fake. That's my take on it.
Okay.
I can't buy this part.
Okay, so then I think Alien Earth is going to be tough for you. That's the show coming to Hulu next year from Noah Hawley, which is we got some information on this today, so that feels relevant.
So I know nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how I would be in.
Okay.
Animated.
It's not animated. It's live action.
I feel like that would be cool.
Well, speaking of animated, there's a new anime Terminator on Netflix.
I started watching that. It's
awesome.
But I had
slow burn at first.
On my laptop, anytime there's subtitles, the screen flashes green. So it's just going like this, and I'm just I can't do it.
You're
I'm laying
having
in bed at 2
epileptic
a.m.
episode.
I was like, I can't do this. This sounds cool though. but I'm in.
Yeah,
so I'll have to watch it.
it makes Terminator
actual-
cool again, in my opinion.
I'll have to watch it on actual TV.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, it deserves it.
Yeah.
Okay, so animated. It's not animated.
No.
What else would get you into an Alien TV show?
An Alien TV show. Comedy.
It has to be funny.
I think if it was
the first funny Alien movie,
I think if it was
show.
funny,
Okay,
I'd be into it.
we've never seen Earth in the Alien franchise before. We have no idea what it looks like. They call it a shithole at one point, but we never.
It can't
we've
be
never
that much
seen
of a
it.
shithole. They're sending all this
We haven't
product out
sorry.
there. They're building.
We haven't seen it in the like most. We saw it in Prometheus at
Yeah.
first, but that's like set in the year 2035 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not that interesting. So
So what do you think it looks like? Like Cybertron
it's got a. I imagine it looking like
or after Skynet? Everything's
yeah,
just,
it just skulls.
everything's just gone.
It just there's only skulls on the ground. Yeah. No, I'm imagining a world that's like Blade Runner, basically.
yeah.
It's
So,
just
like-
hyper built up, pollution everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. Too many people, not enough space, not enough resources. That's otherwise. Why would anyone go into space to colonize another planet? Have you seen that? Like the planet that they're on in Romulus that they start on, that
terrible.
mining planet. It's the worst. It's just raining all the time.
Yeah.
They're dying of lung disease.
Who would sign up for that job?
Well, especially a job that's like, hey, I'm quitting. No, you're not.
Yeah, that's one of my
Right.
if I can nitpick.
Yeah, go
but If
ahead.
you want to get to that later.
Yeah, no,
but
go into it.
Just they're all on this planet,
Yeah.
breathing in
Toxic air. Yeah.
ashy air,
Yep.
no sunlight,
Yep.
and they go to leave, and they're good to go.
Well, they see
They can
sun for the
leave.
first time. That's like they have that big moment where it's like from the Matrix, whatever, where,
Yeah, but
you know.
how do they know that's even the sun?
Well, they ask what it is, remember? They're like, what's that? And it's like, that's our sun. That's what, remember? Don't you remember that? I mean, it's been a few weeks.
It's been a
since
few
you've seen the
weeks,
movie.
but
But like,
I just saw their kids and being stupid.
I mean, the thing is, they are trying to escape that shitty planet. That's like the goal of their goal. That's
there's no
otherwise you would-
trying. They did it in 10 minutes.
Well, they went to go get the cryopods so that they could leave. Because otherwise, if they tried to
I meant
fly
just
their
leaving
ship-
the planet.
Okay. Oh, you're
just-
saying
they
because they
just
can just
left-
hop on a ship.
The surface of their planet
Yeah.
and hopped on a ship
Yes.
and just went
Yes.
into space.
Yes.
When they told they weren't even allowed to leave this planet.
Well,
the
here's-
security system on this planet is what
here's
threw me off
here's
right off
my
the bat.
here's my headcanon on that. Okay.
6 teenagers got it figured out.
I think what the company, Weyland Yutani or whatever, is doing is saying, hey, you can fly a ship because we need people to like transport the mined materials into space and meet up with cargo ships and all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
We'll give you access to a ship if you earn it, but we're not going to give you cryopods. So the ship is useless to you. So if you tried to fly from that system to another system, you would be dead before the ship got anywhere.
If that's me, though, I'm grabbing a ship and just flying it into a building that's going to take down the system.
I mean, that's not the worst idea.
Like, who would go back to work?
Well,
Why would you work there?
That's one of the theme. That's one.
It's so dumb.
The thing is, she was born on the planet by a former employee. Like her parents worked there, and then
Yeah.
they just indentured her into servitude because she was born while her parents worked for the company.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But come on. Her 5 other pals were born somewhere else.
No, they were all
I know.
in a similar situation.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just didn't like how they just left. No issues. Nothing at all. But
Well,
No
yeah,
security
I think,
on that
okay, so
planet.
you're right. I
there's
think
another floating ship coming by and they're the ones to access it.
yeah. So
No
you're
one
right.
else
Like
went and
what? Like
checked
what?
it out?
The company doesn't know about this Romulus space station. How did it? Like how recently did it get like destroyed?
Like no one sent a ship on their end and then they could have been killed by an
Well, it
alien. They could have
sounds
just
like
added that into it.
So here, let me provide a little bit of like preamble here because one of the things I wanted to cover
Preamble
was
away.
my background on Alien, which is okay. Yeah, I watched the first movie,
Yeah.
over 10 years ago. I haven't seen it in a while, but when this movie started coming out and I was hearing early buzz, one of the things I heard was that, it's disappointing that Alien Romulus doesn't lean into the more like hoity-toity, really high fantasy, high sci-fi ideas that Prometheus and Covenant had about like our creation and playing God and all these things, right? And So I started, and this has been I wouldn't say problem, but it is something that has used up a lot of my time over recently, which is deep dives into franchise lore. I've done it with Lord of the Rings, and I did it with Alien. So I started watching all these videos about like what's Earth like, or what do we know about Earth, or what do we know about the origins of the xenomorphs, and what do we know about why does that engineer rip off David's head in that what does he say in like looking at old scripts and scripts that weren't used and that were abandoned, and ideas from earlier versions of what Covenant was going to be. And so I have these kind of like ideas floating around in my head of like what Ridley Scott had in mind for the third movie in his trilogy that he wanted to do, like the prequel trilogy. And I know you didn't like Prometheus.
No.
Or I don't know if you watched Covenant or you have seen Covenant.
Seen it,
You've seen Covenant. But those movies are way weirder than any of the other movies. Like weird stuff happens. Heads turn gray and like octopuses come out of people's like there's a lot of like horror and like body horror stuff that we've seen from Alien movies, but it's different from the xenomorph stuff, right? It's not about the xenomorph per se. It's about the engineers, how we were created as humanity, how does the alien xenomorph fit into that? What's the deal with the black goo / accelerant, right? What is that? How does that work?
This is why the movies don't work, though.
Right. So most people don't give a shit about that, but that was getting me excited.
You and people like you have too much time on your hands.
Yeah.
You look into things like, oh, why did this guy make this decision? Oh, let's make a whole movie about that question I just came up with in my head.
Right.
No wonder it's not. Well, they didn't need to just have the trilogy.
What's crazy about
movie. This is why they have all these other shitty movies with every franchise.
So Prometheus is actually the highest grossing Alien movie at $402 million worldwide.
Yeah.
Romulus is second, which again we talked about, impressive, 289, just beating out Covenant, which brought in 238 million.
What was it? 10 years before, or
when were they set?
Prometheus? No, like box office release.
Oh, that was 2012, and then Covenant was 2017.
No, it was before Prometheus.
The last one before that was Resurrection at 97.
No, well, I guess Alien though, not AVP.
Well, yeah, if you're counting not the AVP movies.
Aliens, that's a long time for an Alien movie.
Yeah. Well, it was a big gap. Yeah. The franchise was kind of dormant.
Hence the big gap in the box office.
Well, I mean, I don't know if these are adjusted figures or if they're just normal, but I would say that it's impressive to think that they basically canceled Ridley Scott's third movie in that prequel trilogy because Alien Covenant only made $238 million, right?
Yeah.
But it was on a $97 million budget. So, which is a crazy number.
Yeah.
That being said, I think they would love if they could guarantee. I mean, obviously they've already made more than that with Romulus, but this number today in a post-COVID world is considered a success.
238,
100%. Yeah,
okay.
That is a box office hit.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
how
long is Romulus in theaters for? Still,
it's still going. There was can you believe they're originally going to release it straight to Hulu?
Yeah, everything
That's insane.
That's why everything's just such a downer. It's going right to VHS, but not VHS.
Straight to home video.
Yeah, well, it's just streaming stuff. You're just like, okay, I'm just not paying attention to it. Like I said, on my laptop or.
Yeah, well, you can't. Well, that's not fair. You were having epileptic seizure at that moment.
Yeah. No,
Okay, so you should go listen to our last episode because I talked about with Jeremy the fall or like the demise of modern television at the hands of streaming, right?
Yeah.
It's also affecting movies.
Yeah.
We were basically sold a bill of lies and now we're all paying for it. We had 10 years of like really awesome stuff. And you're getting streaming and big box office. And now it's all collapsing because the streaming model turns out is not as sustainable as they thought it was. And now, anyway, long story short, I would have taken a third movie in that prequel trilogy that dived into this. They touch on it a little bit. So did you notice in Romulus that they mentioned the black goo from Covenant and Prometheus? They show it in the
popping
hall
up
again.
into my. Oh yeah, maybe that is familiar now.
To be fair, it is in one of the moments where Ian Holm they just have him just give a bunch of exposition for like.
Oh yeah,
minutes.
Yeah. Never mind. remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, so we brought the alien on board. It killed everybody.
Made that rat.
Yeah, they made that. Well, that was, I think, before they brought the alien on. Or was it after they brought the alien? Yeah, they brought the alien on board. They thought it was dead. Turns out it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because the alien is the perfect organism.
Yeah.
And it can get ejected into space, and then it turns into an asteroid to be picked up later. And then once it gets recovered, then it revives itself somehow.
It's pretty cool.
It's a cool idea.
Yeah.
It's badass.
Mm-hmm.
And they make the alien look badass in Romulus, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, it looks legit. It's good. But that being said, what they did is they reverse engineered the alien's blood into another form of the black goo that they used to try to create the perfect human species, because they're losing all these miners or whatever and all these people that they're slave labor essentially to disease and all this stuff.
They need workers.
Right. So they're like, okay, well, what if we inject people with alien blood and make people superhuman? Turns out
they're not.
Turns out that doesn't work that way. Because that made that rat into that. They only watched just enough to think, oh wow, that worked well, and then they cut away, and then turns out not so much. But so okay, let's back up a little bit again. What makes an alien movie to you good? You mentioned that you liked Alien from '79. It's slow, and it's more traditional horror film in that way.
Yeah.
Is that what makes it work for you, Romulus, or what makes it you tick when it comes to Alien?
Alien in general, or just aliens in general? I'm going to say just having them feel real.
So
I grew up.
Does E.T. work for you? As
a kid, when I saw it, I was like, every time riding my bike, I was like, if I had a basket,
I was like, put an alien on
if I had an alien in here, as a kid, I can believe it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yep.
And then after that, it was
Close Encounters.
I mean, like Marvin the Martian, but
does it work? Does it
still
animated?
It still worked
alien
as a
have
kid.
to be believable?
Yeah, as a kid, it still worked.
Okay.
But like it talked with Jurassic Park, though.
Yeah.
There's a certain level I'll believe.
I mean, to be fair, a dinosaur essentially is an alien.
Yeah.
To us today, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if all of a sudden he's in New York stomping on the Seinfeld
That's not
set,
believable.
No, then I'm out. Then I'm like, okay, there's a line. I don't know what the line is, but
believability for you, right? Okay, so then with Romulus, it hits that mark, in your opinion. Romulus does of believability, minus the stuff with the kids and the ship.
It does, and I was thinking about how different it would be if I was 22 when I watched that movie.
Okay,
or the age of the kids. Because right off the bat, when I saw his kids doing, not kids, I should say.
They are kind of kids. Like
they felt like kids. I felt old.
They're Gen Zs.
It made me,
sure.
Yeah. It made me. They had that cast to make me feel old, I think is what it was.
Well, I think that's a part of it.
I think that's what they're going for.
I think it's good. I like because like I love a cast of characters I've never seen before. That like no preconceived notion for who these people are.
If Chalamet was in it, I would have walked out. Austin Butler and Chalamet in an alien movie, I'm out.
Yeah, no, that's not really their vibe.
No,
you know?
but hey, you never know.
I mean, they're pretty good in Dune, but you know.
So if they're in the movie, I'm out. If it's Clooney and Brad Pitt and Leo, I'm in.
Okay, well, this isn't Ocean's 11.
That would be. Yeah, they're stealing an
alien egg.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
that I could see.
I'd watch. An alien heist movie does sound cool. No doubt. This kind of is an alien heist movie
for sure
on some level.
Yeah.
I will say this as someone who really genuinely tries to not, as I said before, watch scary movies. I have this like urge to see alien movies that it like defies my general fear of horror in general. But to help combat that, I spent a lot of time spoiling myself on this movie before I saw it, which I think helped me watch it in kind of through a different lens than you saw it in.
You're just so bad at being vulnerable.
Yeah.
And opening up and just letting it happen.
I can't.
You have to ruin a movie.
Yeah, let me be vulnerable to a fucking face hugger and the thoughts of what would happen if I could see something try to burst through my chest.
Let me host a movie podcast, but let me ruin the movies before I go watch them.
Well, I don't do that for every movie.
Yeah, but I don't know. You got to go in.
Hey, I didn't invite you on here to indict me as a host.
I don't like watching I used to love trailers. Trailers were the best.
Mhm.
But no, it's like now I have strictly
Yeah,
no
but
trailers.
There's good trailers, and the Alien Covenant trailer.
they're made well,
Yeah.
but I just don't want any. I want to go in blind.
So if you could, you would like to not know anything about a movie at all before you saw
100%. That's what's getting me back into movies.
it. Okay, so you're part of what they call the Unsullied.
The Unsullied.
Yeah, the Unsullied. People who don't like to be sullied before they go in to see a movie. Which,
Yeah.
again, to be fair, that's totally legit.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel that way. I like to ride the hype train, right? From
Especially if it's.
idea through
Yeah.
to launch and then post launch. That's
No, I get that.
Get me into it.
But if it's a random original movie.
Sure. Yeah,
maybe,
that's
but
cool.
if it's an Alien, okay, I don't want to know. I want to go. Give me the next Alien movie.
I basically get that experience like once a year when I watch movies for the Oscars. It's like, okay, we're releasing the Oscars. A bunch of movies I've never heard of, don't really care.
Yeah.
I'll go into those movies pretty blind.
Yeah.
And that's fun. But I just can't divorce myself from the fun of following the hype train of, oh shit, a new Alien movie's coming. Oh, it looks good. What are people's thoughts or ideas, predictions, that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
That gets me going. And that's kind of part of what got me down the rabbit hole of the lore videos.
Yeah.
Which again, is maybe a problem.
But now you have an expectation for Alien movies.
Well, no, see the thing is, I had heard people complaining that, oh, it wasn't heady enough, right? It didn't have enough big ideas. So if anything, my expectations were lowered. When I actually saw the movie, I was very pleasantly surprised because it's kind of a blend of Alien and Aliens because it has both horror and action elements. And whereas Alien really is more just pure horror, very little action.
Yeah.
And Aliens is almost no horror, almost entirely action.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas I had a really hard time, if I think back to the Prometheus and Covenant, the body horror stuff in those movies is really intense. And I don't love that. I will say this though, when there's like a giant vagina on the fucking wall and a tail comes out and stabs somebody in the head or whatever, that's pretty cool. I can get behind that.
Yeah. That's why you're going to an Alien movie.
Yeah. Like once I have a hard time with suspense.
Yeah.
Because like if they're like, we're building up to it, and there was a few jump scares that they got me with. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm a sucker for jump scares.
I heard you.
Yeah, I heard you yell, scream like a little baby. Yeah. But in general, I was just really impressed with how patient they were before the alien doesn't make an appearance in the movie until at least halfway through.
Oh, at least, yeah.
And then the second creature, the Slender Man at the end of the movie, which by the way,
I loved it.
Did you see any of the behind the scenes footage? Because that's
it's a basketball player.
Unbelievable. They're just like, he's just like this massive. I don't know how on set, it would be easy to act if that human in makeup or whatever walked out on set and I'd be like, nope, I'm out of here. Get me out. I'd be like,
that guy.
not.
I was like a little kid watching that movie when I was like, oh wait, this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a human alien.
Well,
it's like a hybrid. I'm
so cool.
I couldn't wait. I put my popcorn down and I was just waiting, and then they had him in the crouch when he was in that little corner.
Oh, and there's like a back,
just from the back. And I was like, oh my god, yes.
So, what are your thoughts on the original hybrid alien from Resurrection? I think, or is that Resurrection or
I believe it is. And
did you? Because I remember people thinking I remember people hating that as a concept. Just like hearing that through the ether.
Because it's in a way, it's like it's the whole jump in the shark thing. You're like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah,
you're like, it's humans just turning into the alien thing.
Well, the thing is, like for me, the xenomorph is already an alien from a human, right? It plants it face hugs your face and plants the thing in the chest of a human.
Yeah,
and that's how you get the
this one has
version of the
bone
xenomorph
structure.
This one had a face. Yeah, had a human face and like a smile.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Regular eyeballs, from what I remember.
Well, I don't know if they're regular eyeballs.
Not regular, but they're pretty close to it.
That jump scare at the very end with its face is it's cruel in my opinion. Like no sound and then just boom. You're like, look, oh man, that'll give me nightmares. I'll probably think about that when I'm like walking alone in the woods at night and think, oh, I'm glad I saw that movie so I could think about that right now. Yeah. okay, so favorite moment from Romulus.
It has to be the sight of that.
The first time it stands up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is this? This is amazing.
Well, the whole thing is like the what's her name who's pregnant. By the way, they confirmed that she is pregnant with her cousin's baby. That is confirmed by the actor. I think it's Kay who's the one who's pregnant. And the idea of a pregnant woman in an alien movie as it alone is like, okay, well,
like,
how are they going to work with this?
You're like, okay, I know where this is going.
Yeah. Well, she took a nap for the first half and she's like wakes up and then first thing she sees is a chest burster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, don't mind me. I'm pregnant. Go about that alien ship.
Yeah.
I'll
don't
be
worry
fine
about
here.
It. Yep.
Come get me later. I'm just pregnant.
Right.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah. Don't worry about me. And then she gets captured by the alien, which, by the way, that scene where she's like banging on the door, like, let me in. She's like, that's what the alien wants. We're not going to let you in because it's like staring at them. It's like, okay, just open the door.
You're just waiting.
Just open the door. Right.
I feel like they could have opened the door.
There's no way.
No.
He was baiting them.
No, but he was at a distance.
It was
far enough.
Them. There's no way.
They could have got her out. So you wouldn't have you wouldn't have opened the door?
No, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it.
Wow.
Thing is, in the movie, they make it seem like it's a lot easier because it's the android that's doing it. It's Andy that's making that decision. Yeah. But it's ultimately the right decision. If you can see the alien looking at you,
but
saying like, open the door so I can
far
come
enough
kill
away.
You. No, there's no way.
He had to have been at least 40 yards away.
There's one jump and it was at the door. It's a super being. It can move very fast.
There had to have been a way to trick him and fake him out at some point, like a little reverse psychology.
Well, they do with the zero gravity thing.
No, but like walk away, like, okay, I'm leaving now. And then just fake footsteps.
Well, that's the thing that's fun with the aliens too, right? Is that they're smart, right?
Yeah, they're very smart.
It's like the combination of like a monster movie, right?
Yeah.
With a slasher movie, right? Where it can just seem like appear anywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like Michael Myers in space.
Yeah. Well, did they
like
do
there
that?
is
No,
one.
that's
There's
Jason X.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
For the next watch.
Jason X. I don't know if I've ever seen Jason X. I just remember the silver mask as like the movie poster, I think, which is a cool visual.
Romulus had a pretty sweet poster.
Yeah, the whole the face hugger with the red is cool.
And all the people with the face huggers sitting around the streets in New York.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yes. That's like the whole new thing is to do the viral marketing.
That one I like. The smile one I didn't like because I was watching a Dodgers game and there was someone in the crowd
really
smiling and I was like, okay, let me watch Ohtani bat here.
Well, did they cut away from Ohtani batting?
Well, they're like, look, this person's having a good time, and it was just
It was a creepy ass person with a creepy ass smile. I will say the trailer for the first Smile, which I saw before some vaguely horror-esque movie at one point, definitely got me. I think I saw it before Nope.
A trailer got you?
The trailer for Nope, and then they played the trailer for Smile, and I was like, I'm not watching that movie. I will not do it. But I do apparently I know the twist of it now from the original film.
I actually haven't seen Smile, but
there's a new one coming, right? This Smile 2, that's where the viral marketing is coming from, I think.
No, this was
Smile Again,
yeah,
Smiles.
Maybe.
Yeah. You know what? To be honest, more movies should do the aliens like naming convention. Just add an S to the end of something.
Yeah, rather than just like Alien Romulus.
Alien,
comma, space thing.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's some cool names in the franchise, right? Like Resurrection.
They're all
Covenant,
cool names.
Romulus. Like those are all cool. Requiem, although that's the AVP one, which isn't very good. But Alien 3, that's the least. That's the worst one. Easily the worst one.
Yeah, for sure.
It's such a bummer too because it's by David Fincher, right?
Yeah.
But he just puts in such a stinker for this movie, and he hates it. All he talks about now is how much he hates that movie.
Rightfully
so. Talking about it, he's like, "Oh well, too much studio control, yada yada yada." That being said, Alien 3 is dog shit. They kill Newt off screen. Yeah. That alone should be enough to be like, fuck that movie.
Remember the dog they had dressed like the alien dressed up?
Yeah,
It was just like
so
ran down the hallway. You're like, that's clearly a dog.
And there's like a bunch of like
alien
first person
Yeah.
aliens. It's dumb. It's not a good movie. Whatever.
Interesting though, like go from Scott to Cameron to Fincher.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
3 movies. You're like,
yes.
this is pretty cool.
There was a time where it's like, oh, the alien movies are all about the auteur director or whatever.
So if you Alien 4, they're just starting over, continuing from 3. You got a new director. Who are you picking?
Denis Villeneuve.
I knew you would pick that.
What? He's a great director.
Yeah, I know, but then Shyamalan is going to be in it.
Yeah, well, maybe he'll play.
I'd probably go Shane
He'll play the
Black.
Predator.
Shane Black doing an alien movie?
Okay, question though. Have you seen Shyamalan on SNL? He's pretty fucking funny in SNL, to be honest.
Oh, I'm sure.
Legit.
He's doing anything to get a laugh.
Well, he plays this character where he's a rapper, and they do these like history and rap things, and then they have like a bunch of African Americans on there, and they're talking about rap music, and then he comes on. He's like this modern rapist and rapper.
Rapist? Is it spelled rapist?
Yeah, it's spelled. That's the spelling.
Is that the whole joke?
No, and then it's like, but he's just like he plays this Gen Z who's completely out of touch. It's so funny. It's actually very good. Who doesn't know anything?
I'll have to not
He's
watch
never
it.
heard of Tupac and stuff like that. It's funny. I recommend it. I don't really love SNL, but those ones are funny. So okay, speaking of directors, this is Fede Alvarez. Fede Alvarez, known for being a horror director, I think nails it here. I will say, everyone talks about this like it's almost a perfect movie, except for the weird references to the previous movies. So this is an in-between quill, right? Takes place between Alien and Aliens.
Yeah.
This franchise has a lot of leeway here because it takes so long to get anywhere in Alien. Like, because Ripley is lost in space for like 54
travel.
years or whatever, and after the first movie, and then it takes forever for anything to happen. So you can like write a million different versions of this.
Doesn't mean you
same
should
idea.
though.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Just continue from the next movie.
So Fede Alvarez, Evil Dead, Don't Breathe 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, lots of horror stuff. Knows his shtick. But they insisted on doing 2 things. They insisted on having the android say, "Get away from her, you bitch," which seems so unnecessary. Just get away from her would have been fine, right? Get away from her. Pause. Wait for applause. You bitch. Right? Not necessary. And then, obviously, of course, the inclusion of Ian Holm posthumously playing Rook, which I had to explain to you before the show. Not the same character from Alien, just the same model of android. Kind of like how David from Prometheus. They have a different David in Covenant, right? So same idea. It's an android, same model, so looks the same, but different character. But also looks like shit because it doesn't look
the
good.
Only CGI they needed, apparently.
Yeah, but not like, it's like we only used a little bit, like we used everything's practical everything. And then it's like, but we did CG on this dead person's face onto this whole
Alien looked great. Ian Holm, not so much.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, there's other people are saying like are people alive who've played Alien or played androids in this franchise before that are still alive that you could include.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name from Aliens? He's still alive. And of course, obviously, David Fassbender. You could have Fassbender back for that. Those would have been cool, like hooks into the franchise that would have worked without needing to use a dead person,
without forcing it.
Yeah. I also do you have any like feelings on like just in general using dead people, like reviving dead people in movies? It feels weird, right?
Like the last Indie looked okay.
Well, when they did the de-aging,
yeah.
I guess if you're de-aging
still
someone,
alive
it's different.
still.
He's still alive, right? It'd be like if Harrison Ford was dead, we're gonna make another Indiana Jones movie, and we're just gonna plaster his face on some poor actor that's never gonna be seen.
Dre and Tupac had a hologram of Tupac.
Yeah.
At Coachella that one year. It's not too bad.
I guess. I mean,
they have made Ian Holm a hologram instead.
I mean, he kind of is a hologram for like half. Like he's talking to them via
through the little
that video screen thing. I'll have to deny your petition, or he says it's a good line.
Deny request.
Yeah.
They're dead. Leave them dead.
To me, it's weird because it's like
find a new way.
Just like how with Robert Downey Jr.'s coming back to play Doctor Doom. It's like, you were already Iron Man. Like,
Yeah.
can't we find another? Is there not another human actor
Giving
available?
him $100 million.
Right, but like,
He's like,
there's
yeah,
other
this-
actors
Yeah.
in Hollywood that need work. Like, why are we casting dead people and or the same actors in multiple
Yeah.
roles when other actors exist of quality, like good actors?
Because
Still,
they're not real movies and they're not good. They're
Oh,
Marvel
yeah.
movies. They're just
I don't mean. I'm just talking about in this in general.
Yeah.
The use of reusing people in that way, or it feels similar to me, or using a dead person in this case. Obviously, the dead person situation is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, well, we got permission of the estate, but like the estate's motivation is we're still alive. We want the money.
Yeah.
Right. So, of course, they're going to let it happen.
It's not like they're honoring his character by having
I guess
him be
you
real
could argue
shitty
that-
and killing him off.
Well, I mean,
again,
he is ultimately like the bad guy in the first one, and he's
Yeah.
the bad guy in this one too.
yeah, he's just a bad guy in general.
He plays a good villain. I actually didn't mind the performance as such, like the voice work. I just thought his face looked
Yeah,
fucked up.
it looked right off the bat. It was okay. It's a little jarring.
And it's like, okay, so we're gonna put Gen Zs in here as the cast, but to really bring in the old school Alien fans, my parents' age. My parents were saying that they went to see Alien in theater for the first dates they went on. Just like, I don't need to know that information, Mom.
What, about a date, about a movie?
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
How would you not love that
I'm
information?
just kidding. It's cute. I think they actually saw Aliens in theaters and they thought it was the first one, but they're just not big movie people. So
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't believe I lost track of what I was saying. I started thinking about my parents and them going to the movie theater, and it's just written over everything else I had in mind. Okay, actually, I'll go back to the list. Okay, so we talked about what makes a good Alien movie good for you. It needs to have believability. Okay, are there themes from Alien movies, or even this one in particular, that resonate? I'll give you a couple examples. Okay, to get your mind going here. Okay, corporate greed. Right, that's a long one.
Yeah.
Workers versus the company. Right, labor versus entrenched corporate interests.
Yeah.
Which is close to corporate greed. Just a little bit off that. The intricacies of life itself, right? Life and how life works, right? And like creating life, that concept. That's a little bit more Prometheus stuff, but the way the alien, like it's like egg to face hugger to little squirrel like thing to full on alien, or in this case, also vagina on the wall, and then
Every aspect of that alien is terrifying.
it's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
But it does make you wonder. The whole point of the alien is like, okay, it was bioengineered, yada yada yada. Okay, and then obviously, of course, the like origin of life itself. Where do we come from, et cetera, et cetera. There are other themes, but like those ones I think are like some of the big ones. There's some stuff with the androids and kind of like, should they be considered real people? Should they be treated better? That kind of stuff.
They laid that on pretty thick
Yeah.
in this one.
Well, it's because she's like, she treats him like her brother. She just goes back to save him. It's she gets the hero moments for all that stuff. It works, right?
I would probably enjoy an android pal.
Yeah, why not?
If you had one your whole life,
I mean,
could see you being like, "It is my brother."
I
And
just
you're like,
don't.
okay,
If they have truly like intricate thought and can think for themselves.
yeah,
This is, by the way, this is like the whole thing for that anime Terminator thing. But it's like, if you had a true AI, right? Why would you necessarily treat it differently than an actual person? Because it's like, they can think. They think better than most people do.
well, we treat our pets better than people we know.
Yeah.
So
Right. Like, so obviously, like, the idea of using androids as slave labor is like something that's been explored in lots of movies. But so, okay. Are there any themes in particular that resonate for you? Obviously, the android stuff seems to, but anything else?
no, not really. I think mostly just the android one. Just right off the bat, like
Because the rest of the
some
stuff,
shitty android who's weak.
well,
Gets him a new chip.
I think
and
he's so
just-
good. The actor
No, yeah, he's great.
who plays him, we should give him a shout out by name.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe he can.
David
Send you
Johnson.
an email.
very
David Johnson.
very generic name, unfortunately. But yeah, plays Andy. Kaylee Spaney is the lead here. Plays Rain. Cool name too. I just think David's performance is so sick because he starts off as this like hapless,
Stuttering.
like breaking down alien android, right?
Yeah.
and then he gets that like chip upgrade, and then is just badass. Like when he emerges from the upgrade and then like grabs that face hugger right off the wall, like as it like launches at him.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like auditioning for James Bond all of a sudden. He's just
yeah.
cool.
Collected. I mean, making decisions that are like they play on like the what's best for the company or what's best for Kay or Rain or whatever. That's different. But I just think it's he basically plays two different characters in the movie. It's impressive in my opinion. So
yeah, no, he did a wonderful job.
So for me, I think it's the like corporate greed.
I wonder why
the workers versus the company type of situation.
Yeah.
Obviously, as someone who's currently between jobs, was laid off, that kind of thing, I don't have a lot of love. There's no love lost for corporate interests.
No,
they
never.
love to lay up people off.
Yeah.
The worst people make these decisions and they never face any consequences. They'll make the stupidest decisions about, oh, well, you know what we should do? We should bring this highly dangerous creature back to Earth.
Yeah.
Because we want to use it as a bioweapon, as if that's a good idea. And then a bunch of people die, and we're like, oh, shoot. And it's like, or worse, it's like, we actually don't care if people die as long as we get our alien back. And like, to me, that's very relatable as an employee.
Sure.
It's like, we don't actually care who you are or how you live, as long as you are producing for me as the company. And there's some fat cat somewhere in the alien universe. We've met Peter Wayland and he's a real douche.
Yeah, he's not a nice guy.
We've never really met the Utanis, I don't think, in any real way.
No, I don't think so.
But like those we've seen the company men in the alien movies, and they're shitty. Like the lesson I should always be from these movies is like, fuck the company, right?
Yeah.
Work-life balance, man. Like,
screw the man.
Exactly. Right? Like,
my phone's off at 5.
Oh, you hear that new law in Australia about how you're legally not allowed? You're legally allowed to ignore your boss if they send you an email or call you after work hours.
It's pretty
brilliant,
sweet.
Brilliant. Love the Australians. But like, fuck the man. Like that's the whole
very
theme of the
relatable.
movies. Yeah.
So it's an easy sell for them.
Yeah.
You're in.
Well,
it
like
adds to the alien world of just dystopian. Like the shitty planet, everything's
really
great,
good.
and it's
like,
just, it's like another Hunger Games type world they live in. That's what, They're like, here's an alien in it now,
right? It's like, hey, I know your life sucks, but hey, do you want to risk your life to bring back this
even
alien?
worse?
Yeah,
if you leave,
right? Because like, remember the first movie? They're space truckers, right? And they're like, hey, you got a distress signal. The company's sending you. Have to go investigate, right?
Yeah,
and the
space truckers, I just love it.
Which is like such a good like just It's kind of like how in Star Wars you get like the space farmer. Luke is just like a space farmer, like the lowly regular person, not just like, I don't need to just deal with like princesses and kings and emperors and that kind of stuff. That stuff's cool, but it's nice to get grounded every once in a while.
I feel like you'd love a Star Wars show or movie about just a guy doing a regular job, but having no association with any Jedis or Force or anything.
Well, that's
like
kind of what
stuff
Andor
exists.
is.
And it's just, no, but I'm talking more like mailroom stuff. He's just doing.
That's funny. Like that would be
I think that'd be great.
You could do a comedy
for
that,
like
no problem.
Reading about it in the paper.
Right.
And he's like, what's happening in that planet? I think you would love that.
They're like, oh, they raised the emperor. The empire's raising taxes again.
Yeah. Oh, they're fogging here. Just everyday problems.
See, that would work for me. And again, Andor kind of is like that, but it's a lot more about like, how does one person who works a regular job, regular person, become radicalized as a rebel, right?
Yeah.
So, but that also works for me. So, okay, back to my list of questions I have for you. We talked about your favorite movie in this franchise. We talked about one thing that didn't work for you, which is the kids getting on that plane. Is there anything else that doesn't work for you?
That's my own problem, though.
Okay.
That just made me feel old. I was like, okay, wait, there's no old hardened battle guy who is just like ready to go up there.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name from Jaws? Who gets the ship?
Oh, I don't remember his name.
The old fisherman.
Yeah. We're going to need a bigger boat guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just had, he's like, we're going to need a bigger ship.
Yeah, fair enough.
You might as well throw that line
that's
in
kind of
there.
what Aliens is when it's like, hey, let's go bug hunting and stuff like that. They get all that stuff in there, right? I will just say that I really don't have any major qualms with this movie. I just think it looks really good. The action's great. It ramps, like each set piece is interesting and unique in its own way.
Yep.
my favorite moment, which I didn't say before when I asked you your favorite moment, but my favorite moment is when the douche, what's his name, Bjorn, when he gets killed by the acid from the wall vagina. Oh my God. It's just melting through him. And he's like, oh, and his fingers are melting off. Ooh, it's my favorite moment because it's the most, and it actually bleeds right into the next moment, which is when Kay is trying to get out of that ship and the alien is emerging from that thing and it's like stretching out and it's like fingers are coming out and she's like, where's the key? And she's like freaking out and she tries to open the door and then falls. She like runs in and falls off that thing. That is such a brilliant like movie making when it comes to just like in like suspense and terror and love that. So that takes the cake for me.
Be a horrible way to go.
Oh, the acid death?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which is why it makes the 0G part later where she's avoiding the acid
That was pretty
even
cool.
more cool.
I like that.
Because the stakes feel higher. Right? Do you have a favorite death other than that one? The second mouth through the head works. It was pretty fucking cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. I think
the second mouth is kind of weird, right? Can we all agree the second mouth inside the mouth is kind of dumb? It kind of looks dumb.
I don't say it's
like
just
a little baby
strange.
one.
It's a little baby, but
yeah.
I always love when the alien just pops out of a chest and it's just squirming away, and he's just like, it just reminds me of
the very first,
somehow of Spaceballs.
The very
when he starts
first
dancing.
One, yeah,
and I was like, this is the best movie ever.
The first one in '79, like the way it like scurries across the table, I find really funny.
That's like in Spaceballs when he starts dancing, got the little monorail hat on. I love it.
Okay. I think that's all I have on Romulus. Any final thoughts on the movie?
No, it felt good to be back in a theater watching a movie like that.
Yeah, right.
Where you're just like, okay, this is sweet.
It makes me
space movies sell.
It pisses me off because did you see Prey, the Predator movie?
I watched it.
Yeah, that went straight to VOD.
Yeah.
And that's such a shame because that movie is fucking awesome. And it didn't get to release in theaters. And I think that movie would have fucking killed in theaters.
No, they made it with a lot, like for a TikTok crowd.
Yeah, but like
you're making this,
that
you're going to forget
when,
about this and it's just gone.
Spoilers for, I guess, medium spoiler for Prey. There's a moment when the alien, I guess the Predator, it's camouflaged, stabs a bear above its head and then the blood pours down over. It's so cool. That would have looked so badass. The one thing I do regret is that we saw this. I like the theater that we saw it in. I think that they have good visual, like
comfy.
good laser. The seats are good, laser projection, sound is decent, but apparently this movie fucking rocks in IMAX. And
everything does.
Yeah, I mean to some degree, yeah, but like I think specifically of that moment where Rain is coming back down the elevator to rescue Andy. And she like comes out of the elevator and it's like the shots from below and she's got the battle rifle.
Yeah.
And it's framed like the traditional 16:9 framing is fine. But on IMAX, apparently she like fills the whole frame and you can see her whole body. And it's like, that's kind of cool. So I got kind of miss out on some of that stuff. Although I gotta be honest, I don't know if I would have been able to handle the jump scares on IMAX. So maybe it's for the best, for my heart, for my poor heart.
You got to go see some more scary movies.
It's gonna be, I mean, I'll see the odd one. Like I said, I went to see Nope.
Yeah.
That movie scared the shit out of me. There's one scene in particular where they like pull the rug. It's all like
I'll watch it tonight, I think.
It's fucking great. There's no way you won't like that movie. It's fucking awesome.
Okay.
So which that brings us right to our final segment here, which is our favorite movies with aliens. So this is, of course, again, not our favorite alien franchise movies. This is just any movie that features aliens. I will say, just for my list, what I'm noticing about my list is that I love obviously I have a Star Wars podcast. I love Star Wars, but I don't really consider that an alien movie because like Earth isn't in that. There's no. So it's like aliens are just normal. So it's not really, it's not interesting in that same way. Whereas like humanity dealing with aliens is way more interesting. So I have War of the Worlds from 2005, the Tom Cruise movie.
Okay.
I remember seeing that movie in theaters and thinking, this is fucking awesome. It's so cool. It's like
Tom
the sound
Cruise
of
with aliens.
the sound of those like tripods, like the brrrr sound that they make, so dope, right?
Yeah, those are sweet.
Signs.
Signs is
Shyamalan doing one of his probably maybe his best movie, you could argue. And the moment where they're watching TV and that alien walks across the screen
It was great.
gave me nightmares. Like I literally couldn't get that out of my brain for a very long time when I first saw that. That terrified me.
Counterpoint to that one,
Okay.
Scary Movie 3.
Yes, so
when
funny.
the alien's just at the kegger.
So
and he's got
funny.
the red Solo cup.
Yeah, no, that's funny. I mean,
Lost it.
That Scary Movie 3 is
So
that's
good.
not the one where he's like with the donut and
Yeah.
so funny. It's like
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, oh my god, unbelievable, so funny. Men in Black. This
Yeah.
one is like, I don't have a lot of comedies on here, but Men in Black holds up. It's so funny. I don't think that like there's varying qualities in Men in Black movies. I will say that I have yet to see a Men in Black movie that I don't like.
Yeah,
They're all fine. Some of them great.
Yeah.
Even the first movie, amazing. The second
Yeah.
movie, also amazing. I'd even argue that the third movie, what's the one where they go back in time and they have
I think that's the third one. Is that with Brolin?
yeah, and Brolin's
I
unbelievable.
think
He
that's
plays a
3.
young
It's
K.
definitely 3.
He's so fucking
Yeah.
good. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
that
really-
movie's awesome. The one with Chris Hemsworth or whatever, that one's fine, it's whatever. But
Yeah.
the original trilogy, unbelievable. Love those movies.
Yeah.
Then I have Edge of Tomorrow. That's the Live, Die, Repeat. Also Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
but doing something a little bit different in this one. And also Emily Blunt is just stunning in this movie. But that's neither here nor there. Love this movie. It's kind of like a video game movie. It's dope as shit. Predator, obviously, but also Prey. I think my bold stance is that Prey is the best movie in that franchise, and it's
That's
not even
such
close.
a terrible stance.
You think
and
they-
such a terrible take
listen,
on that.
The first
Predator?
Predator is fine.
Fine?
It's fine. It's
It's
fine.
fine?
It's fine. It's fine.
It's unbelievable.
There's so many stupid things in that movie.
yeah.
Prey is a much more
It's an
complete
Arnold
movie.
Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah. Well,
It's
that's fair.
unbelievable.
Okay, we'll come back to that later. Arrival. That's a Denis
Yeah.
Villeneuve movie. It's fucking so cool.
Pretty cool.
It looks great. The whole idea of like learning a new language and then it affects the way you perceive time. It's so awesome. Nope. Super scary in certain elements. Great suspense. Really fun ideas here.
That's the only one I haven't seen on your list.
Yeah, you need to see it. Starship Troopers. The aliens are kind of like not that important in it, but the movie itself is so fun.
Classic,
Yeah.
like B movie all-star.
Yeah, and like designed to be like this satire. It's so fun. Like everything, even if you just take it at face level, it's like just fun action. It's got awesome. And then this one I feel like is a weird one, which is 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is a movie that I saw in theaters when I saw it for the first time. I got to see it in theaters because it was for its like 50th anniversary re-release.
Yeah.
First of all, it has an interlude, which is fucking awesome. I think we should bring back that. Have movies have a break in the middle so you can go get more popcorn or something, right? And then you can do like a 3.5, 4 hour movie, just 2-hour movies. Gold. Bring that back. I want more of that. No actual aliens in that movie, but their presence is like all over it. Like who left the like the black spires and all that kind of stuff. Like where do those come from? How does that dude turn into a giant baby? All those kinds of things. It's just a great space movie, but it's kind of like a cheat because there's no actual aliens in it.
Yeah, there's no aliens in it.
Okay,
I'll give you just a handful here.
Hand me, yeah. Throw me some.
So like I mentioned, Space Jam is up there for me. It pretty much defined my childhood.
It's a very funny movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new one?
No.
It's so bad. Don't see
I
it.
won't
Don't
watch
it.
that.
I
won't
watched it
watch
on an
that.
airplane,
No.
and I was like, even though I'm on an airplane and I have nowhere else to go, I feel like I just don't want to watch this movie.
No, it's the Lakers. I love basketball. I can't do it. I can't stand LeBron. I won't do it.
No, fair enough.
Mars Attacks was up there for me.
That's just like
Martians.
I've never seen it, but it's
Oh
like
my-
super funny, right? That's
Yeah.
the like old school.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the president. So
Okay.
that's all you need to know.
Okay. Jack Nicholson's the president, and they're the ones with like the big
head.
big
Yeah.
heads.
Heather Graham's in
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. Great movie.
Okay.
Independence Day.
Yeah, I almost put Independence Day in there, but I just don't think about Independence Day enough. I mean, maybe that's a problem. It's like a me problem.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You think it's more of a July 4th kind of movie?
yeah,
than Alien.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Because I have a whole list of July 4th
Summer
movies.
blockbuster though?
I mean, I think about the speech that the president
Yeah.
makes, and it's like that's a pretty epic moment, and obviously there's a lot of really cool
and Big
stuff.
Willie.
Yeah, it's cool. Like
Yeah.
there's no doubt. I'm not arguing with you. I just think it's not on my list.
Coneheads. You probably
I
have
haven't
to
seen
watch.
it since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I think my parents were upset that I was watching it as a kid. I was like, I don't know if it's inappropriate in any way, but I mean, I don't
It
know.
was an early SNL movie, but
Okay.
and I don't know. Other than that, just X-Files. Growing up, they never really showed aliens, but Mulder always hinted at
Isn't
them.
it weird that like the whole thing was about aliens, but then they never showed
They showed it in
aliens?
like season 10, I think, and it was just like something just bad. It was like the big
like the
alien,
gray,
the gray
heads.
head. But you're like, every episode is like, this could be aliens. Like Dana, this is aliens.
Here's what I'll tell you. There is one episode of X-Files that I didn't watch it a lot as a kid,
This is my favorite show.
but it was on one time somewhere, and there was an episode where there's this guy who only had half his body, and he would like push himself around on this fucking wheelie thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrified the shit
Yeah.
out of me. That has left an indelible mark on me. Even though I never really watched that show, that episode, which I have no context for, still scares the shit out
Yeah,
of
he
me.
was creepy.
Yeah.
They had some
Well-
creepy monsters of the week, though.
I bet.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to think of another alien movie, but nothing.
let me list a few more for you. And
Quickly
these are
popping
just alien movies. These are not on my list. These are just alien movies.
Yeah.
E.T., obviously, we talked about that. Close
Yeah.
Encounters, right? The Day the Earth Stood Still. We talked about Independence Day. What else we
Stitch.
got?
I love Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. Great. That's a
Little surfing
that's
guy?
high- that's very good. High up there. I'm surprised Predator. I mean, you could have also picked Predator, I guess,
Yeah.
obviously. Again, Star Trek and Star Wars don't really work for me because it's like the whole point is that
Yeah, they're
normalized in that, so it's whatever. Avatar, I guess. Like, I don't really think of the Na'vi as aliens, but I guess technically they are, whatever. Galaxy Quest, that is a very
Great,
good
yeah.
movie. That is a very good movie. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I like that book. I don't really love the movie. Chicken Little has aliens in it. Huh. Okay.
interesting.
Contact. I know people love that
District
movie.
9 was sweet.
Yes, it is
Very sweet.
That's easily Neil Blomkamp's best movie, his first and best movie. And
Wasn't there a sequel to that?
no, he made a bunch of other movies that were similar, Chappie, and
Not that one. There's
also
another one I thought.
no, there's no sequel. They've been talking about doing a sequel for forever, and I feel like the bus has sailed on that one.
The bus?
The bus has sailed.
The
yeah.
bus has sailed.
Okay, The Abyss. Speaking of James Cameron, technically has aliens in it. Pretty fucking badass movie. So
Yeah.
there's that. Quiet Place, Annihilation. That's a great movie. What else? Battlefield Los Angeles or Battle Los Angeles. That is not a good movie, but I remember watching it in theaters and having a good time.
Oh, Species, for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. Human alien hybrid escapes from a lab leading to a deadly hunt. Sick. Pitch Black is another example of like, if you live in a universe where aliens are already a thing, it's like
Yeah.
I don't really care about that, but it is a good movie.
Is that Vin Diesel?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
That's
it was.
one where it's like, yeah.
What about Fast and Furious? They went into space. Didn't they go into space?
Yeah, but there's no
once?
aliens in it.
Well, there might have been.
Slither, that's a good movie, or so I've been told. I guess technically Transformers are aliens because they come from
True,
Cybertron.
true. And there you go, Spaceballs. Possibly the best.
Yeah. Parody of Star Wars and other sci-fi
Mm-hmm.
films featuring aliens and space travel. Yes. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Easily. I love when they're watching their own movie in the movie. That's beautiful. Evolution, My Stepmother's an Alien, The World's End. I actually like The World's End. It did Wall-E. There's no aliens. Is there aliens in that movie?
Probably.
I don't remember that. What else? Signs. Obviously, we talked about that already. These we're getting into the lesser known ones. Invaders from Mars. It Came from Outer Space. This Island Earth. X-Files. Europa Report. Apollo 18. I remember actually, I think I have seen Apollo 18. That's the one where they go to the moon and turns out the moon rocks
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
evil or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you ever go to space?
No, actually, that's a
No?
great question. It terrifies the shit out of me. I'm glad I live in an era where I get to die happily, never having to ever worry about having to
So
go
you
to
have
space.
no FOMO of never going to space.
Not at all. No, not
See,
whatsoever.
I would
There's
take-
nothing up there.
I would take a one-way trip into a black
There's
hole.
nothing there.
I would go into a black hole and just be like, "Okay, what happens next?"
Well, I mean,
Come
you have to
on.
get to a black hole. You know how
Yeah,
the
but-
closest one is at the center of our galaxy, and that is
Send me there. I would sign up to do it.
thousands of light years away, millions probably.
You need a lot of books.
to go. I mean, I think you go and I think you have to go and either figure out how to travel faster than the speed of light, in which case we might
Yeah.
already have solved how black holes work.
Okay.
Or you need to do the alien method where you go into cryosleep.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that method. That never works. We've seen that
wake
example.
up. Everyone wakes up dead. In
Yeah,
that
you've
scenario.
seen that
Yeah.
example already.
Yeah, exactly. Or they impregnate you while you're sleeping. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, never. Gravity is a movie that terrifies me because the idea of floating off into space is terrifying to me, which is completely irrational. It's like the definition of rational fear because it's like I'm never going to be in that scenario.
You
But-
never know.
Yeah, maybe, you know what we should, hey, listen, if they built a space elevator, then I would go to space. I'd be willing to go to space
in
for,
an elevator you'd go? So
Yes.
you'd add an elevator fear on top of that?
I have no fear of elevators.
Well, not yet.
Yeah.
Next
yeah,
time
but-
you're in one,
yeah,
you're
but
gonna
you've never been one that goes to space.
Next time you're in one, you're going to think about it.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
What if you had to go to the bathroom?
On the ride up.
Yeah.
These are probably, I imagine that a space elevator, which would probably take, I'm guessing, a couple hours to get to the top of, would have some sort of bathroom on it, right?
Yeah. Like we're not that far from space.
Well,
We
it's
live in
several
space,
kilometers away from the surface of the Earth.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
not that far.
Into this, you don't think several kilometers up is far?
We did 3.5K running at Run Club.
Right. So just do that straight up.
Yeah, straight.
And next
there
thing
and
you know,
back.
you're in space.
I'm just talking distance.
Okay, hold on. How high up from Earth surface?
Can you just put in Google Maps at this point?
I don't know. I'll just ask ChatGPT. It's considered to be beginning of the Comoron line, which is located at an altitude of 100 kilometers, 62 miles above the
Oh,
Earth's
that's a
sea
far run.
level. We're what 1,000 miles above sea level here, I think. 1,000 meters of sea level, I think. So not as far, but still 100 kilometers is up is a long way. How long?
Yeah.
That would if it would take an hour on if it was going 100 kilometers an hour
Yeah.
to get to space.
Yeah.
Right.
That math checks
Yeah.
out.
Do you think you would want to be in an elevator that's going
100 miles an hour.
100 kilometers an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's going up. It doesn't
drive
matter.
a car
Yeah.
140.
Yeah, that's fair. How much would you pay to go to space?
You'd have to pay me to go.
Okay,
That's
right.
or I'd have to get
Okay.
drafted. But I would take the
drafted
ticket.
into this.
I'm not paying.
the future space wars.
Yeah, I'm not paying to go do it, but I'd be 100% ready to go.
Okay. Yeah, you would have to pay me also,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking a significant sum. I'm thinking like easily $1 million to convince
To
me
do what though?
to,
Like
to
what are you
go
doing?
in to do a spacewalk.
Okay,
$1
so then
million
what?
easily, maybe more.
And then what? What are you gonna?
You do a spacewalk.
How are you gonna spend that money up
You
there?
tighten a couple bolts.
Where are you spending that money out there?
Well, you come back to Earth.
Have you ever
Once-
gone
wait,
scuba
wait.
diving?
Yeah, I love scuba diving.
Okay, so it's probably the
It's
closest
nothing
thing you
like
can get.
scuba. It's
probably
nothing like.
I didn't say ice. Probably
Okay.
the closest thing you can
Right.
get.
I guess
to.
technically, when they're training to be astronauts, they do it in the pool,
that's
right?
Armageddon.
Yeah. Why would you train? I love that. It's still the funniest thing. Why would you
Yeah.
train miners to be astronauts?
Yeah.
You're trying to convince trying to tell me you couldn't convince an astronaut how to drill a hole? You don't know how to train them to do that? God, what a funny premise. It's so good.
Great movie too.
Have you actually heard the commentary, or you just heard
yeah.
about that secondhand?
No.
I've only heard that bit of it. I don't think I could ever watch a full commentary of Armageddon. Start to finish.
I used to watch all my DVDs with the commentary at some point when DVDs were.
Well, still,
huge.
when people still sold
Yeah.
those, yeah. Do you have a favorite commentary track?
MacGruber.
That's
just,
funny. That's
uh,
got to be good.
Will Forte and Yorma getting drunk anytime someone says the word MacGruber, Groobs. And every time you say the word, you drink. And by the end of it, Forte gets pretty drunk.
That's funny.
And Old School is pretty good from what I remember.
I just saw Old School again on TV just the other day,
Yeah,
and I was
so
like,
funny.
man, that movie's still so good.
Yeah.
There's so many funny moments in it. Will Forte just made an appearance. I just saw him recently on That 90s Show.
Oh,
I've been watching that with Kara, and I genuinely think it's funny. It's dumb funny, but it's funny. Not as dumb as MacGruber funny, which is a whole different
No,
level
that's
of funny.
pure
But
comedy.
he's fucking. Will Forte appears in that show as a guest star, and it's fucking.
Yeah, he's
hilarious.
funny in anything.
Easily, yes. Did you watch the MacGruber show?
I watched it.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was like a longer skit.
Okay.
You know what
need
you're
to get
signing
around
up
to-
for
I need
when
to
you
get
get
around
it.
to that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can wrap it up there. Anything else you want to say? Because who knows when next time you'll be on the show?
Depends on what movies are coming up. What's down the pipe?
Let's find out. The summer movie season.
I have a list.
basically over.
I gave you a list of movies to watch. I don't know if you ever watched any of them, but
You told me to watch that bowling one. I haven't seen
Kingpin,
that.
that bowling.
that
It's
bowling
my
one.
all-time favorite comedy. Are you talking straight new movies, eh?
I want to see you're saying what's coming out that's
No, I
new?
just meant down on your list.
Oh, I don't know. There's stuff that I want to see. I always have things that I'd like to see, but I never get around to it. Like that bowling one. I don't know. I'm sure there's something good. We'll get you back
something.
on. Listen, maybe I'll make a point of watching that bowling movie and then Kingpin.
Okay, yeah, please let me know.
Yeah, and then we'll get back on it for sure. All right. On that case,
There's
then,
nothing scary in it.
you don't have to tell me that.
Okay.
I know that already.
Yeah.
All right. On that lovely note, follow us on Twitter at Tower Babblecast, Facebook.com/Tower Babblecast. Head over to our website, towerbabble.ca, and stay tuned to the feed because there's more coming. I'll be recording tomorrow with Rachel for a small screen Star Wars episode. We're going to be talking about the state of Star Wars. It's a bit of a State of the Union type of situation after the cancellation of the Acolyte. Where do things stand? Not looking good. Is the general sentiment. But we'll get into that. If you missed the last episode, we talked about the end of the golden era of television. I highly recommend that. That was the last episode released before this one, so easy to find. Patreon.com/Tower Babblecast. We owe the Patreon folks a movie club. We're just a little bit delayed on that one, but that should be in the next week or so. We'll get that up as well. So stay tuned for announcement on what the next movie club movie will be. And then after that, who knows? It's a mystery after that. Anyway, thank you all for listening, and we'll be back very soon with more ToB.